I had a question.
Yes.
So the history with Bhaktisiddhanta and Gaura Kishora Das Babaji, it's always been presented, at least when I've seen it, like it's very muddy. Like, did Gaura Kishora actually accept him as a disciple? Like, it all seems a little bit fuzzy. Is there like a definitive, like, did Gaura Kishora Das Babaji accept Bhaktisiddhanta?
Well, this is a question that also I did, and I was very looking for what was the real thing, the real deal. And there are a few things regarding to this story. One of them is what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati truly said about his Diksha. What happened in the time of Bhaktisiddhanta when he started preaching and he gets very popular, and the sadhus around start asking, so who are you, from where you are coming from? What is your parivar? There was a meeting, actually. The exactly details I cannot give in this moment. I have heard the same story several times from different gurus and sadhus here and there, but of course, I want to have like the Brahmana in terms of this happened in this place. This was like in a book, like writing. My next trip to Nabadwip, I will do this investigation and I will openly share. But the story tells that there was a meeting where Bhaktisiddhanta was invited because was a lot of controversy what he's doing, and this is so to speak about this. Bhaktisiddhanta was invited and to explain himself in front of the sadhus what is going on. And Bhaktisiddhanta was they asked to him, so who is your guru? And he says Gaura Kishora Das Baba Maharaj. And they say to him, but we know that Gaura Kishora have not given you Diksha. We know that you didn't get Diksha from him, because the disciple of Gaura Kishora were there present, so you never get Diksha from our guru. What are you speaking about? And he said, yes, I get Diksha from him, but it was not like a formal Diksha. I get Diksha in a dream. And everybody say, Diksha in a dream is not bona fide. Later on, he explained a new story. And the story was that he was going and every day going to Gaura Kishora and saying, please give me Diksha, please give me Diksha. And Gaura Kishora didn't give Diksha to him. And in one moment, Gaura Kishora took ground and throw in the face of Bhaktisiddhanta, and say, sit there and chant mantra, chant Maha Mantra. And Bhaktisiddhanta said, this was my Diksha, throwing me, ground. What kind of Diksha is this? Gaudiya Diksha, Gaudiya Parivar Diksha, or Gaudiya Sampradaya Diksha is very specific, has some special rhythm measures how it is conducted. So this to throw stones to you or to imagine that you dream Diksha, this is not bona fide. I'm sorry to say, many people maybe will feel hurt with this, but this is the truth. I'm not here to please everybody. I am here to tell the truth. This is my study, my investigation in my life. The truth first. So this is not bona fide, in my opinion. At least we can go because we can say, okay, maybe Gaura Kishora really give Diksha to him in a dream. Let's take this position in the story. But then, is it bona fide or not? We have any references on Diksha on dreams? Yes, we have. Sita Thakurani, the wife of Advaita Chandra, she was wishing so much to have Diksha, and Advaita Chandra didn't get Diksha to her. That in one night she get the full mantras Diksha in the dream, but perfect, all the mantras she get in the dream. And in the next day, she say to Advaita Chandra, I get Diksha yesterday, the night, in the dream. And Advaita Chandra say, so what are the mantras? And she spoke the mantras. This is the mantras I have. And he say, this is correct. But to have the Diksha in a dream is not bona fide in our Gaudiya Parampara, in Gaudiya Siddhanta. So I will give you Diksha now in order to make it bona fide. Yeah, understand? So these stories happens. Indeed, my Parameshti Guru get Diksha from Bade Baba through a dream. But what did my Parameshti Guru? After this mystical experience, he went directly to the directed disciples of Bade Baba and explained everything that happened and explained the mantras, he get everything. And the two main disciples of Bade Baba hear and say, this is correct. And Ramdas Baba Maharaj give the instructions. But he recognized this Diksha is correct. And they say to him, you are very lucky. This doesn't happen. This is very, very difficult that something like this will happen, but you get it. So, but in the case of Bhaktisiddhanta, he didn't went to rectify anything, to ask nothing to nobody. So this is not correct. If I get this kind of experience, I will go to Sadhu, Major Sadhu, in that time were many, Jagannath Das Baba Maharaj disciples. The main disciple, big guru, was in that time, who, by the way, is the sannyas guru of Bade Baba. We're there. So you can go to them and say, I have this dream. Is this true? I get these mantras. Is this bona fide? Yes, these are the real mantras. You get it. Congratulations. Now get the sadashar. This is how you must do. This must do your japa. This is the mantra. This is kirtan. This is that. This is what guru will give. But no, he took it like, oh, this is true. Okay, let's start the mission right now. So this is strange. This is strange. So later on, he took sannyas. But what kind of sannyas he took? There were Vairagis, renunciant sadhus, as I say, was present, the disciple of Jagannath Das Baba Maharaj. If Bhaktisiddhanta put Jagannath Das Baba Maharaj in his Guru Parampara, why will not take the Babaji order, renunciant order, from the disciple of Jagannath Das Baba? It's the same line, supposed to be the Guru. But no, he took himself. He sit in a room and say, now I am sannyas and my name is Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati. He put his own name. He put his own clothes. And he drew his own tilak. That tilak didn't exist before. He put this tilak, yellow tilak in the forehead, when Gaura Kishora Das Baba Maharaj is using white tilak and with the shape that we spoke in the beginning, this heart shape. So how this can be any serious, honestly, of course it's super hardcore information to speak out loud, but this is true. And all the Gaudiyas knows, why to avoid conflict, nobody speak. And in somehow it's correct, but in the other hand, it's not correct. You know why? Because while the Gaudiyas are keeping silence in both of humility and to avoid conflict, the other people is telling all the story upside down. And all the people is believing a story that is totally upside down, And this is not like this because I said so, It's because the writings are there. Historical writings are there. There is coming Mayapur, for example, Bhaktisiddhanta Mayapur story, But where is the Samadhi of Jagannath Das Baba Maharaj? In Nabadwip. Gaura Kishora Das Baba Maharaj in Nabadwip. So what story are they telling? Maybe they were counting that we have not any historical things, that they will tell any narrative they want and everybody will believe. But now, luckily, we have many intelligent people who is doing proper researches. Bengalis, people in Nabadwip, devotees, who are doing research, they are discovering so many things, And we have all this information. Now we can connect because now is the time of communication. We can connect dots. I speak with some devotees from different parivars, from Nabadwip, from Calcutta, from Bengal. I have contact with so many Vaishnavas from that area, from different age. All Babas, young generation people, like younger than me, my age, and they say, I hear this story, I have this document here, and okay, let's compare what is going on, what is here, what is there. And everything is like this. The parivars, they give their own lines, and they have all writing down the story of their own parivars. So now is the time that we can really discover the truth. The truth is out there. Now it's very simple. All we have been explained today, for example, is there. This is history, The B-side narrative, that is the most popular one, is not correct. Because by the simple things you realize is not correct. Simple things as Gaura Kishora Das Baba Maharaj his sannyas cloth was white. Why somebody will wear pink, yellow, saffron, or green? No. If your guru do one line, that's why it's your guru. You follow him. It's not that you get a guru and then you create your own story. It's not like that. Gaura Kishora Das Baba used one kind of tilak. Why somebody will change the tilak? This is not correct. This is not bona fide. So the main problem with that is the advancement of those devotees will be very poor, very slow, because they are dealing with apparats first. To change your guru, the word of your guru, to disobey your guru is a big apparat, it's a big offense. So you are dealing with the apparat of a full line of people. And this is apparat, you cannot deal with that. We have no power to deal with apparat like this. Gurudev, based on the words of Krishna, Sri Guru, is Krishna himself. Krishna is giving you the instruction and the path to walk to perfection. And you think you are so intelligent that you can change it. No, you are not so intelligent. The Purvacharyas are intelligent. They are perfect souls, eternal associated of Radha and Krishna, Nitai Gaura. They give the instructions, and their instructions are not contradicting any of the Purvacharya instructions. Sometimes the sadhana methods can change. Some ones have more attachment to say to Nitai Gaura Lila, Gaura Lila, others are more in Braj Lila, these kind of things. But this is bhav. There are different bhavs. In different parivar, different bhav. Every parivar has different bhav. But it's not contradicting, So that's why, for example, you go here in Braj, you go to any Bade Baba temple, and you will see Advaita Parivar from the other lines of Nityananda Parivar. They come with us, they take prasad, they enjoy. Some of them live in the ashrams, and the same with the other ashrams. In Advaita Parivar, there are devotees from different Gaudiya Parivars are there, and it's no problem, In the time of prasad, you can see, normally you sit and you see, 100 sadhus sitting there or 50 sadhus sitting, and half of them has the tilak of the temple ashram parivar, and the other are from different parivars, and there is no conflict. This conflict that this and that is only in the Western pre-Kanishta Dikaris conflict, but in Braj it's not like that. Just 2 days ago, we had a big parikram here in Vrindavan, originally made by Ramdas Baba Maharaj Namacharya, and this is a 8-9 hours kirtan non-stop, the full parikram on the main temples in Braj, where Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu did his first parikram in Braj. So in order to keep alive this story and tradition, Ramdas Baba Maharaj composed a full kirtan that is 8 hours, telling all the story of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, from where he started walking, where he was walking, what was his mood, his bhav, until he get to the final point when he ended the parikram in that very day. And there we were, Radharamangan were hundreds of Vaishnavas, hundreds from different age. Some sadhus 80 years old jumping and dancing in kirtan in the street, chanting the name of Gaura. But also there were some devotees, for example, some Babas that I know from Vinod Vihari Das Baba, from the ashram, who lived there, were with us, from different Nityananda lines, were with us, from Advaita Parivar, were with us. No conflict. There is no conflict because we are all devotees of Nitai Gaura, Panchatattva Gauranga. This conflict and gossiping and all this nonsense is a Western thing. This is not happening really in the sadhus. The sadhus, they are happy, They're happy with having contact with everybody. We respect our limits in terms of Siddhanta because there are some things that can change. To say, for example, a thing about Mahamantra, some other has other idea. I don't care. It's their way of doing. If it works for them, good. What works for me is this, We can speak about that, but there is no conflict. So that is the thing. A difference that what sadly Bhaktisiddhanta creates so much hatred against everybody else. They write properly books against the Jata Goswamis, against the Brahmanas, against the Bahul, against the Sahajijas, against the Babajis, against this, against that. I never found a book from a Vaishnava speaking hate about nobody, but they did. And people believe this is correct. They feel proud and so much inspired when they say, these are Sahajiyas, and they say like, they feel proud to speak like this. This is not correct. So this kind of thing must to be rectified. No everybody must to follow Bhade Baba or follow Nitai in the way of being in the Nityananda Parivar, but at least offenses and apparats, Vaishnava apparat, Nam apparat, are things that we must not do. And if for some reason our guru or previous guru did apparat on Vaishnavas, Vaishnav doesn't mean that it must to be only the sadhus in your line. No, Vaishnavas are all of them. 64 different parivars of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, they are Vaishnavas. And the ones who are not from Gaudiya also are Vaishnavas. From Sri Sampradaya also are Vaishnavas. I cannot do any offense on any of them. So to keep this and to see proper progress in our spiritual life, we must to really follow what our Goswamis did, our 6 Goswamis did, how they act, how Rupa Goswami was, his humbleness. And if my guru is speaking ill about everybody else, then I must realize that the guru is not a realized soul, because a realized soul sees everything as part of Krishna Lila. It's all part of Krishna's will. I am not the doer, I am just a puppet on the hands of Krishna. So everything that is happening is Krishna's will. I am not one to be judging others, to tell this is Sahajiya, this is Bhaktisiddhanta, this is that, this is Jata, this is this, this is that. This is all wrong. Every single time you say this, you are losing all your spiritual power. Your spiritual development is destroyed. Krishna say, I can forget insults, apparat on me, but no my devotee. No, my devotee. My devotee is sacred. And he never say, my devotee from Nityananda Parivar, a Bhade Baba line. No, my devotee from Advaita Parivar, or my devotee from... No, he say, my devotee. If somebody is devotee of Krishna, is sacred for Krishna. It's the very heart of Krishna. So if somebody is creating all these hatreds against Vaishnavas that are simple, not thinking like him or her, then it's not correct. We must move forward.